Right, so today's video is going to be a little bit different because I don't know what my upload schedule is going to be like the next couple of days. It's my birthday this weekend, might take a couple of days off. So to make up for that, I thought instead of talking about one topic in today's video, let's talk about a few. Also, I do just want to say, because this is the first video I'm recording, I believe, since I did this, because I pre-record a few of these videos, but I did change my YouTube logo, and a few of you noticed in the comment section, and a few of you weren't very happy. I mean, apart from the people who thought I just made it on Canva, which I didn't, there was a lot of people just saying it's like kind of hard to really read what it said, because obviously a YouTube like picture it's pretty small, like the AVI, so I understand, right? I've changed it to something temporary for now, just a picture of my face, but I do realise a lot of people wanted me to keep the old picture. I've had that since 2017, alright? It was time for a change. But with that being said, I am looking to get like a proper logo sorted for the channel, so if that is something that you're interested in, I've made an email address. It's markieytlogo@gmail.com. I'll put the text on screen right now. If you want to send me any of your previous work, then please do. I'll have a look through and then maybe we can work together. Obviously, don't go out of your way of actually making me a logo. Just send me your previous work that you've done, and then, like I said, I'll look through, and if I see stuff I like, then yeah, we'll work together. But yeah, right, let's get into the video. Right, so for the first topic, we're going to be talking about cruises. It's been a while, I do realise that, but this is all coming from a TikTok account called oh god, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, aren't I? I'm going to assume it is Miriam Estrella. The Y threw me off, but I think that's how you pronounce it, right? So it's a TikToker called Miriam Estrella with 1.2 million followers. Now, Miriam is currently on a Disney cruise, and I believe she's only really been on it for like a few days at this point, but has already ran into a few problems. The first one being, as soon as she got on the ship, Disney told her that they were having to hold her luggage.
So yesterday when we boarded the ship, we got a message saying, we're holding your luggage because there is something in there that shouldn't be in there. And they said the same thing to my mom.
And then she goes on to explain why the luggage had been held and what items were not allowed to enter the ship for whatever reason.
My confiscated one was a steamer. My mom's was an electrical cord because she has a medical device. The issue is that her electrical cord was confiscated, so they gave her a new one, but the one she brought, she was able to charge her phone. The one they gave her as a replacement, she can't charge her phone, so now we have only 2 chargers.
Yeah, I didn't realize that cruises were like that strict, like to the point where they will confiscate an electrical cord and give you a replacement one, but it's like a different kind. I never knew it was like that. But either way, the actual problem here is that when they actually confiscated the luggage, they ended up breaking Miriam's suitcase.
The issue is when they confiscated our suitcase, they ripped the whole wheel out. They didn't just rip it off. They ripped the whole wheel off, and there's a whole big hole in the suitcase where the wheel used to be. So the update we were waiting for is what, are they just gonna leave us with a suitcase with a hole and the wheel ripped off? Because I don't know about you, but suitcases are really fucking expensive nowadays.
Yeah, in a later video, Miriam explains that the luggage was $200, and at this point, she hadn't received any solution, and we do get, like, a solution eventually. It wasn't great at first.
Okay, so I had 2 items confiscated from my luggage and my mom's luggage, and when they brought our suitcases back, they broke our luggage. So now we're trying to figure out a solution for that. Their solution was a gift basket and a $50 store credit to buy a $200 luggage. We said thank you for the gift basket, that's really nice. And thanks for the $50 of Disney credit, but your luggage is $200. So we're trying to still work on that.
Yeah, so from everything that I can tell as well, I believe it's like actually like a Disney suitcase that's been broken here. So surely the easy solution would be, let me replace it, you know, give you a new suitcase. But no, apparently the first solution was a gift basket and $50 store credit. Yeah, I don't really understand that. But Miriam actually goes on to tell a different story that happened to a different guest on this cruise, and in hindsight, it looks like Miriam actually got a good deal, because apparently this other person who's on the cruise found out that their luggage was on a different ship, and in return, they just got a few t-shirts to make up for it.
So while my luggage got destroyed, at least the contents of my stuff I still have, but someone else on board, Disney, I guess, somehow put their items, all their luggage on another boat. So apparently all their stuff is on the Princess cruise ships. And apparently what Disney did to help them was let them buy a couple of t-shirts, I think, and then like a swimsuit. Now, I don't know the exact details. It's just the rumors going around the ship.
Okay, so they are rumors. Hopefully that isn't true, because if it is, that is absolutely insane. Like, can you imagine finding out that all your belongings are on a different ship? I don't know how long this cruise actually lasts, but either way, like, even if it's just a week at this point, that's still ridiculous. And then just be told that you can get a few t-shirts and a swimsuit in return, that doesn't really make sense to me. But there is a somewhat happy ending to Miriam's story here, because she did end up getting a replacement luggage. Now, the problem is here, it was smaller luggage than what she actually had broken, and she no longer gets the $50 gift voucher.
So anyways, we basically were like, the $50 won't really get us too far. Is there anything else that you can do? And lo and behold, a very nice gentleman suited up in his white captain outfit. It wasn't the captain, it was just like a very nice crisp captain outfit. Came with the Disney Cruise Line luggage. It's very nice. It has the hard top like our old luggage. It is smaller though. And the other luggage was my partner's favorite luggage, but I said it is okay.
Yeah, and I mean, if we look at the comments here, someone has commented saying the $50 credit was pretty lame. Did you also get to keep the credit after they give you the smaller luggage? And Miriam replied saying, of course not. So yeah, not exactly the most ideal replacement in the world, but it's better than just like a gift basket and $50 store credit, isn't it? Now, this next situation that Miriam goes on to talk about is completely separate to the luggage, but this is like way worse, right? So Miriam explains that on her front door she put a whiteboard there because this is a second cruise that she's been on, and she noticed on the first cruise that people did put like whiteboards or like they decorated the doors in whatever way, and she's now found out that someone has written all over it.
Never did I think I'd get fucking hate crimes on a Disney cruise out of all places, but I guess we're starting this morning off like that. We're getting ready to go to Disney's private island today because that's where we're like docked, and the thing people do on cruises is they decorate their doors. And last time we were on a cruise, the first time ever, 2 months ago during Hurricane Milton, our neighbors had questionnaires and they put whiteboards on their door. So we were like, oh, that's a great idea, let's do that too. So my partner goes to leave early for breakfast because she has to pre-order her food because she has a gluten allergy. And I didn't want her to miss breakfast, so I was like, go. And then I immediately hear knocking. I go outside and she's like, someone wrote shit all over our whiteboard. So I'm putting clothes on, my swimsuit, and someone put gay all over the whiteboard. And it's pretty obvious we're gay because this is our little thing on our door. Now I know I'm like down on here for being really nice and kind, and that's who I am. But the one thing I don't fuck with is my relationship.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is about these cruises, but from everything we've heard, like, it just consistently gets worse, doesn't it? And I would have thought on a Disney cruise as well, this would have been, like, way less likely because it's mainly, like, families, you know, fully grown adults with their children walking around as like families all the time. And Disney's whole like branding and feeling is kind of like, be nice to everyone. That's how I kind of perceive it, at least anyways. So I just really wouldn't expect this full stop. It's disgusting either way, but especially on a Disney cruise, I wouldn't expect that. I mean, again, I don't know how long this cruise lasts, but at this moment in time, this is their home, right? This room is their home. So to get this like written all over the door, and it's obvious what the intentions are of the person writing it, right? They're trying to be malicious. And yeah, like I said, this is their home for the time being. It mustn't be a good feeling just waking up and seeing that. Now, of course, Miriam reported this as she should, and luckily there's actually some security cameras that like pointed right at her door so you can see exactly who it was, and she's been told that it was like a bunch of like teenagers who did it.
We're really lucky because there's a camera pointing right like 2 feet at our door. So they got the footage. This happened around 3 a.m. in the morning. It was boys in their teens, to which my partner and I said, doesn't really matter who's being homophobic and what age they are. It's still homophobic. And to which they said, we completely agree. They said they didn't think it was targeted towards us. It was just boys using the word gay as an insult. But Disney Cruise Line and Disney in general is a really gay fucking company. So I wanted to make sure they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk. So they said they're going to meet with the boys and their families and to let them know this is not okay. And a formal investigation was done. And now the boys and their parents have an official Disney company report on them forever and ever. While the parents didn't do it, now they have a personal vested interest to make sure their kids don't act like fucking animals again. Homophobic animals.
Okay, so as you just heard, Disney said they're looking into it and they're going to speak to the families, and they have now spoken to the families. Now, in terms of what Disney did after this, they sent Miriam some like nuts and olives, I guess is like an apology. I mean, in Miriam's video, she said she doesn't know what this is for, but she's guessing it's for this. I would assume so too, bearing in mind the situation.
But anyways, he came back to our room and this is what we saw. And I have no idea if it was linked, but we came and there was this. Nuts and olives. No note, nothing. We didn't have any other communication with anyone letting them know we like nuts or olives. So we just showed up to nuts and olives, so I have no idea if that's like, oh, Disney saying, oh, sorry about the gay situation. Here are some nuts and olives, though. Maybe they're like, we see you're salty about this situation. Here is a salty snack. I'm kidding. This is how I deal with things. Trauma and all. I have dark humor.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume it's because of the situation. Maybe it's not. Like you said, maybe it's a Disney thing. Now, in the final video that Miriam uploaded about this situation, she says that one of the parents actually came to her door to apologize, says that it wasn't her kid who actually did it and written on the door, but was there and was complicit in it.
We got a knock on our door earlier today, and it was a woman. And she basically said, hey, one of those kids was my kid. This is where the story is like a little different. She was incredibly apologetic and said like her kids were not raised like that and how like they were going to have consequences. But she said the person who did all the writing was a girl they met in the teen club. But she said that she's still livid because her kids just watched her do it and didn't say anything and just allowed her to like fucking write gay all over our shit. No other parents came to our door, which is absolutely okay because I truly didn't expect anything, let alone a report, investigation, whatever.
Okay, so as you just heard, one of the parents came to apologize. You would think that all the parents of the kids that were involved would come to apologize, but apparently not. Who knows what's going to happen? I mean, this is the final video on the situation, a shitty situation, and from what I can tell, again, Miriam's been on here for a few days at this point, and there's already been a bunch of shit that's happened, and again, we speak about cruises quite often on this channel, or at least we did, and they haven't really been positive. And also, one question being raised here, actually, that I completely just, like, missed on, like, the original videos, but someone's commenting, why were these kids running around the ship at 3:30 in the morning? Yeah, she said that someone written on the door at, like, 3:30 in the morning, like a bunch of teenagers, so... yeah, that is a good question. What were they doing? Now, hopefully this is the last shitty situation happens on this cruise and Miriam can fully enjoy it. From what I can tell, she's a big Disney fan, so this should be like a really nice, peaceful holiday. And hopefully it is that. Hopefully it all goes smoothly from now on. Now, whilst we're still on the topic of holidays, I also found this situation by a TikToker called Samantha Moitzi. I'm so sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but she talks about how she paid $600 per night for this hotel, and she shows the expectations versus reality.
We're staying at the Sheraton for me and one of my best friend's 30th birthdays, and we were like, we'll just do a staycation, we'll pick a nice hotel. The Sheraton on the Gold Coast is meant to be really nice.
Really nice, yeah. I mean, look at the pictures, right? $600 per night, absolutely a ridiculous price for a hotel, but looking at it, it looks like a dreamland, doesn't it? You've got like this pool, it looks like, on the outside with the trees. I mean, it looks beautiful. Now, obviously, the fact that I'm talking about this, you can maybe imagine that it doesn't look that beautiful in real life, but let's have a look.
This is what we got.
Bloody
So
hell.
tranquil. Super tranquil.
Honestly, when I first watched this video and I could kind of understand the vibe was going to be like, okay, it's not going to be as nice as what it looks like in the pictures, I didn't think it looked that bad. I mean, that looks like it hasn't been cleaned for God knows how long.
Important to note, it is a decorative feature and not for swimming.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be much swimming in there anytime soon. You've got nothing to worry about. Now, interestingly, this situation was solved very fast, and they went above and beyond with the solution. I don't know if it's because, obviously, the video went viral on TikTok. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, or maybe this is just how the hotel operates, and if so, fair play. But first thing they actually did was change the room for them, right? They upgraded their room to another beautiful room.
So, Dan, the manager, just called us, and he's given the girls an upgrade.
I mean, look how
Welcome
massive
to our
that is.
Very, very nice. Yes, that's ocean. That's the ocean.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say I've never stayed in a place that nice. The fact that it's even got separate rooms is a bit different to me. But not only did they get their room upgraded, they also got some cake.
They have sent a cake. We were very confused, awfully confused. We didn't order the cake, and then she had to walkie-talkie and say, the girls are really confused about the cake.
I mean, look, they have definitely went above and beyond. I think that's fair to say. And the comments on this video are very funny as well, right? We've got comments like, Dan said they are not taking me down. Dan was like, y'all ain't cancelling me. Yeah, I mean, if it is because he saw the videos and he was like, yeah, fuck that, this is not happening on my watch. And for the final update on the situation, Samantha shows that they are now, like, fixing the pool area, and says, like, this is the fastest I've seen anyone, like, act on a complaint before, and says that she actually got a full refund.
Update on the Sheraton, guys. That was our room. That was our room. I've never seen a hotel action a complaint so quickly in my life. They're out there doing the most today. Look at this guy. Anyway, incredible. We got a full refund. Thank you, TikTok.
Yes, I don't know if she's saying thank you, TikTok, just for watching, or maybe that is the reason this all happened and why she got, like, upgrade and whatnot. The fact that she got a full refund and the upgrade and the cake and all that stuff on top of it, I was pretty surprised by. I thought maybe they would just give her the room upgrade at no cost, but she still has to pay for, like, the original room. But full refund, staying in luxury, and free cake. I mean, that couldn't have went better if she tried, could it? But now let's move on to the final topic of this video, right? And this is coming from Teeny, a TikToker with 10.4 million followers, who we spoke about not that long ago. If you remember the whole, like, mac and cheese stuff, she showed a recipe for mac and cheese, and it was kind of a trend going around where people would make the mac and cheese and it didn't go too well. Maybe they didn't follow it correctly. There was a lot of people saying that it was nice. There was just a bit of a trend kind of showing that it didn't go well. But there was one TikTok account in particular that was very mean about it and was just basically, like, slating Teeny and her recipes and whatnot, saying that her recipes were shit, shows this mac and cheese that they purposely made look bad, and then they made a video saying it was, like, satire and kind of, like, took it all back. Well, today we actually have a new situation that's going viral that involves Teeny, and it's all to do with an apron that she is selling. She's collabed with a brand to sell an apron, which is very fitting with her content, right? She makes cooking videos. And this is the apron here. It's got copyrighted music in the background, so I'm not going to play that, but this is the apron. You can kind of see what it looks like, and it looks pretty high quality, to be fair, right? But straight away, there was a lot of people complaining because of the price tag. The price tag being $95. Now, as someone who isn't very good at cooking, I didn't really know what the prices were for, like, a high quality apron. Turns out they can definitely be more expensive than this. Turns out you can get cheap ones. Obviously, it depends on the quality. Now, obviously, some very important details here, right? This is a collab with a brand called Headley and Bennett, who specialize in making like aprons. I mean, if we look at the tabs here, knives, linens, tools, gears, all that stuff. Anything cooking related, this is their thing. They have a very good reputation from what I can tell from the reviews online. So this is a collab, right? This isn't just Teeny making this and going out of a way to try and make an apron and charging $95. And also the $95 is in line with their pricing on their other products, like their other aprons. But obviously, as you can imagine, because we just had the whole like $98 pajama drama with like Cecily and Samantha, there was a lot of people trying to compare the two. I mean, we saw this video here by Sabrina that says, first a 95 pair of pajamas and now a $95 apron. And as you can see in the caption, it says, I cannot. But on the flip side, whilst there was a lot of people complaining, there was also a lot of people coming to Teeny's defense, like this video here by a TikToker called Gucci Pooch, I believe, who had a lot to say about this situation.
Teeny just released an apron in collaboration with Headley and Bennett. You all, of course, know Teeny because of her viral mac and cheese, but also because she was on Next Level Chef, a Gordon Ramsay show.
See, I didn't even know she was on a Gordon Ramsay show until I watched this video, so that's good to know. But either way, she carries on by saying that the apron's actually sold out multiple times now, and says that people are actually trying to compare it to the Christmas pajamas.
But some people have taken some issue with the $95 price point of the apron. And I've even seen some people compare it to the $98 Christmas pajamas that Cecily and Samantha Bachman were selling. I'm not affiliated with Teeny or this apron company, but I do want to talk about a couple things to do with it. First, I think we can all agree that Christmas pajamas have a shorter term usage than an apron does. You can use an apron year round, and yes, you can wear your Christmas pajamas year round, but let's be serious.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the main factor here is just the quality, right? Like, a big reason why people will complain about the Christmas pajamas price is because the quality in a lot of people's eyes wasn't very good. It was very cheap materials. Like, if they charge a ridiculous amount for pajamas, but it was the best of the best quality, and it really felt like you were buying a quality brand, I don't think there would be that much backlash. There probably still would be because it's expensive, but the quality would make up for it, right? There are expensive things. There are expensive clothing. There are expensive aprons, clearly, right? But the quality needs to match that. Now, Gucci Pooch, very interesting name, by the way, goes on to explain that aprons can cost a lot of money. In fact, if you get like professional aprons, they can cost hundreds of dollars, and it's very different to like influencers just making Christmas pajamas themselves and just doing it for the first time as like a test run instead of working with an already respected brand.
I have also seen professional quality aprons that are in the 100 to 200 range. The other thing is that the pajamas were made by two influencers and it was their brand. It was not them collaborating with an established brand like Teeny is doing. And because of that, there was multiple quality issues because this was basically the test run for them to sell those Christmas PJs. But for Teeny, this is not the test run. They have been around since 2012.
And also there has now been plenty of other videos going to Teeny's defense. This one in particular, it has 176,000 likes. And it just says, Teeny's apron being $95 is very reasonable. And if you don't agree, you probably don't do real cooking. That's me, by the way. I don't have a clue. It's high quality, very well made, and will last several years. And I think that is the biggest factor, right? If it's good quality, then of course it can cost more. Now, Teeny did kind of like reply to this backlash, like about like the whole price and everything, with a very quick video where she basically just shows the quality by taking a blowtorch to the apron.
Headley and Bennett apron that I'm doing a collab with. A torch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hope that helps.
I mean, very short and sweet, but to be fair, quite a good response to me, right? To show the quality of the apron, taking a blowtorch to it out of all things. Fair play. Now for me, I'm not into cooking enough to really understand the ins and outs of what makes a good quality apron, right? Like, to me, it's obviously just like good quality materials. There might be more to it, but I think in terms of just YouTuber products in general, the prices should always just go down to the quality, right? Things can be more expensive. Like I said, there is more expensive clothing. There's more expensive everything, right? There's always a cheaper alternative, but with that cheaper alternative, you'd expect less quality than the more expensive item. And I think when people have a problem with these prices, it's usually mainly to do with the fact that the quality doesn't make up for the price. But yeah, from everything that I understand and what I'm seeing online, it seems like these are very good quality items from a very respected brand. So it makes sense that they would be more expensive. And it's in line with their other aprons that they sell, similar prices. So I get it personally. I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below on every topic that we spoke about in today's video. And I'm going to leave it there. So if you did enjoy, please do a like down below, subscribe if you are new. And until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.